Ladies and gentlemen, and good evening on the new call with Mavi Global. My name is Domen Vidergar. I'm the VP of Sales. With me today, two special guests, Mr. Benjamin Nutini, the meme coin expert. And today we will introduce you the new regional sales manager, Mr. Dio Castellin. He will join us a little bit later, of course, with the Q&A session. What kind of added value will Mr. Dio give to our Mavi Global team? Now, ladies and gentlemen, like every Monday, we are speaking about the Ultron Foundation, we are speaking about the Big Whale Launchpad, we are speaking about the meme coins, and we are speaking about, of course, the current crypto market situation. Before we jump straight into the content, I would like to ask Mr. Benjamin to join me to give me his view how he see the current crypto market situation, what is happening with the meme coins, and what is happening with, how I can say, Mr. Donald Trump and everything what is related to this. Mr. Benjamin, welcome Monday, 9 p.m. Dubai time. Welcome on today's call. Benjamin, please share with us what is going on.
Absolutely, Domen. Thank you for having me on tonight's call. Hope you're doing incredibly well. And it's actually very simple. What recently happened is President Trump of the U.S., he enforced a couple of tariffs on countries like Canada, Mexico, and China. And, every financial market reacted the same way as the crypto market has over the last, 24, 36, almost 48 hours now, where there was a massive dip. So what's happened, obviously it's speculation. People are seeing this as a negative in the world economy. As normal, people most of the time panic. They start to sell their crypto assets, and this is to be expected when something like this takes place. But as expected from myself, and maybe not many others, it seems as though the recovery is already well on its way. Bitcoin went all the way down to 92,000 earlier in the last day even. It took a massive dip, and now has already gone back above 99,000, and so we'll see what transpires. Obviously the rest of the crypto market follows suit with Bitcoin, and typically in a much more dramatic fashion. So we saw altcoins like Ethereum, XRP, Cardano take massive dips in these moments. And the best thing people can do during these times is not to panic, not to just sell their positions and take a massive loss, because again, this is just basically a moment in time. It was actually incredibly unexpected by the majority of the crypto market, and that's why there was actually, for people who are trading futures and leveraging, there was over $2.1 billion in liquidations, which was more than what happened in the FTX crisis, as well as the several other crises, even with Terra Luna. Yeah, Terra Luna. So these things do happen. They call them black swan events, typically. But it's already recovered quite well. We're going to continue to see how Bitcoin performs, and how Bitcoin performs will continue to let us know how the rest of the market will react. So that's important, so we'll see. We're not clear just yet on what direction Bitcoin will go and what direction the crypto market will take. But there's already been certain things that have happened, like the president of Mexico has already gotten a 30-day pause on the tariffs by agreeing to work with the U.S. government, which a lot of people, if you're not familiar with the way Trump works, he basically calls people's hands. He's not afraid to take action because he believes that he has a bigger hand to play with the U.S. government, which is typically true. I would definitely venture to say that this was just a couple, a 2-day dip, I think that we're going to correct just fine, and the rest of the market will be just fine. But of course, this is where we're currently at, and we need to keep an eye out on Bitcoin. The rest of the market will follow suit. If it's actually an incredible time to be getting in, purchasing more altcoins like XRP, like Ethereum, like Cardano, for those people who are interested in getting more added to their altcoin portfolio, because this is, in my opinion, a sale on cryptocurrency today. So, but again, that's speculation. We have to continue to see how Bitcoin performs, how things continue to play out with the U.S. government. They have the U.S. government has quite the impact on all financial markets. But of course, my opinion is that we're through the worst of it, and that we'll continue to see things rise from these levels. So it's sometimes when you're not up to date on what's happening in world politics, in financial markets, you see things like this happen. You don't understand why they're happening, but there obviously is a rhyme and a reason for it. And again, a lot of people are speculating that this is manipulation in the markets. A little bit of that is going on, but also it's mostly because of what's happening with the U.S. government and the tariffs with Canada, Mexico, and China even. So we'll see how that continues to play out. I would say that our project Kimba fared the dip fairly well. We didn't take as much of a hit as a lot of the projects in the meme coin space did. So again, we'll continue to see how Bitcoin reacts. That'll give us a good indicator of what's to come in the next few days, as well as the next few weeks. And the only other thing that transpired is our friend who is launching Vodka Coin, he actually held off on the launch. Over the last week, he was at what they call the Satoshi Roundtable. And the Satoshi Roundtable is a very exclusive event. It actually happens in different places all over the world. It's happening in Dubai today or this week. And, we're talking about all of the crypto billionaires in one place having conversations, talking about the current space. And the founder of this coin was invited. It's a very exclusive. I personally couldn't even get in. I tried to get in. I couldn't get in, So just to let you know, it's a pretty exclusive event. It's really hard to get in. And our friend who is launching Vodka Coin, he was actually at a dinner with the founder of Solana as well as the founder of Sui. And so he just has some amazing contacts. It gives us great speculation that his project will do incredibly well. But he decided to hold off on the launch because he was anticipating, when I was speaking to him even before this happened, he was anticipating that there would be a massive crash very, very soon. And it turns out he was right. And the people that he was communicating with were correct about this. So, I personally wasn't, seeing how it would happen, why it would happen, but he was predicting that Solana could even go as low as 170, which, currently right now it's sitting around like 200, 207 and was at like 250 earlier this week. So we'll see what transpires. It's definitely a choppy moment in the market. Some people who are willing to take the risk, I think it's a good time to jump back in. But ultimately, we could be in for more of a downturn inside the market in the immediate future. But overall, I think this is just a moment in time. Some people are saying, this is the start of the bear market. I don't think that's the case at all. I don't think that's where we're heading. I'm still incredibly convicted that we are in a bull market, and that crypto will continue to rise quite well. But of course, when something like this happens, and the U.S. Government decides to impose tariffs on multiple countries, it impacts the entire world economy. So that's kind of where we're at right now. A lot of good things are transpiring. We should see the Vodka Coin project launch in the next couple of days. Of course, with these types of launches and projects, they don't like to give exact dates and time because they like to be able to move with flexibility, right? If there was an exact date and time and then he had to push it back, it'd be a little bit harder. But, he anticipates that it will be launched definitely in the next week. Some marketing campaigns have already began for the project. And so I believe that we can expect to see that in the next week or so. Of course, I think he's going to hold off a day or two just to see how Bitcoin and the rest of the market is reacting, and making sure that we're in the clear. And my hat goes off to him as well in making the decision to hold off, because you could not choose a worse time to launch a project when something like this transpires. So again, we'll keep a close eye on Bitcoin. It'll be really nice if we see Bitcoin go back over 100,000 and maintain those levels. I think that will be a huge indicator that the rest of the altcoins will come up quick as well as the meme coins. So, I would definitely keep a close eye on Bitcoin, of course. And then I would say some of your biggest opportunities in the immediate moment in the crypto space are projects like XRP, Cardano, and Ethereum. These are some projects that I'm very bullish on. I believe that they will have a tremendous future, and right now is probably one of the best times to be accumulating coins like this. So, Doman, thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate, the community, and I'm really excited for where we're at. Days like these can shake people's confidence in what's going on, but, when you have the understanding of the technologies, where we're going and what's transpiring, it's really just a moment in time. So we realize that, we recognize that, and we continue to move forward.
Benjamin, before I leave you, once again, the moment that the vodka is, let's say, peaking in order to launch it, I get a lot of messages when vodka is gonna be launched, where I can buy it, do you have any kind of information? Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have not even one penny, not even one single information when it's coming out. But when I check the social media channels, literally 2-3 hours ago, I found out this post. So it was on Vodka Coin official X channel. The big news, crypto fan. We've been grinding hard. It's finally happening. Our launch is almost here. Stay tuned for the updates. How do you see this post? How do you see this, how I can say, picking up the right moment for the vodka?
Yeah, the full intention is to launch the project this week. I believe the intention was even to launch the project last week, but based on speculations that something like this would transpire, they held off. Again, I think an incredible move by the team itself. It doesn't matter who you are. If you launch a project in a moment in time like that, it's incredibly difficult to move past it. But I believe, I'm pretty convicted that the plan is a launching in the next 7 days for sure. And unless the overall market continues to struggle, which I don't foresee that happening, we'll have to keep an eye on what's happening in the political sector, the news that's coming out. But as long as everything, like I said, as long as Bitcoin goes back above 100,000, maintains those levels, we'll see the rest of the altcoins come back. We'll see meme coins come back quite quickly as well. It could be within, when these things transpire, they happen very quick. Right. And people, like I'm talking XRP went to, $2.19, and we're already back at, where are we back at with XRP? $2.67, right? So XRP dipped all the way down. Actually, it touched $1.95, right? It was only there for a minute, but it went all the way down to as low as $2.10. And so, and this all happened in the last 24 hours, right? So these things happen quick. So when I say we can see a project like XRP go from $2.60 all the way back to above $3, even to $3.10 very quickly, and when these jumps happen, they happen fast. And so it's important to kind of stay in the driver's seat during these moments in time. A lot of people, they kind of look at these things and they shut off, and they say, oh man, the sky is falling, and then they just kind of shut off. But these are the moments in time where you want to be paying closer attention and making educated moves, keeping in touch with different articles that are coming out about different projects. And right now, I would say as long as Bitcoin goes back above 100,000, maintains those levels, you're going to see the rest of these altcoins come back to the levels they were at just 2 or 3 days ago very quickly. And when it happens very fast. So, definitely excited for the future of the crypto space. I believe we're in a very, how it reacted to this news and the fact that Bitcoin is already back at 98.6. I think, it's a very strong sign for crypto itself overall. But again, there's always an opportunity that something else transpires. Maybe President Trump puts out something else today, as it's just, noontime over there in the U.S. And if that were to happen, that were to transpire, we could see Bitcoin continue to go down. It's definitely a possibility, but I don't foresee that transpiring. I think we're going to be A-okay for the rest of the week, and I think we'll see Vodka Coin launch this week as well on the Solana blockchain.
Benjamin, I think that the two most important messages are Kimba and all the airdrop. Everything is fine. Everything will go to the new all-time highs with the plans that you put it together with the team. And the second thing, Vodka team, they were predicting that kind of things might happen. They predicted. Now, when everything will come back to the normal phase, they will put out, I believe, very, very strong and very, very powerful launch of Vodka coin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm right there with you.
Mr. Benjamin, thank you very much for joining this call. Ladies and gentlemen, please put the message out. Once again, everything is fine. In crypto world, that kind of event, they call it the black swan. You cannot predict it. It happened in a matter of hours. With the V recovery, it usually comes back. But if you are being on the, how I can say, on the next seat and you're just waiting, you're gonna be fine. The individuals who took advantage out of this dip, there are a few percentages in plus, but we are continuing our call with the big whale and with the presentation what literally 2, 3, 4 weeks from now will come on top of Ultron's blockchain. Benjamin, thank you for today. Dio, we are starting in 10 minutes. My dear audience, let's take a look what in a matter of a few weeks Ultron Foundation will launch on the market. It's called the Big Whale Launchpad, and it's called the easiest access into the blockchain and into the crypto space. It's not a financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this content, like with my dear colleagues, is for informational purposes only. Tens of trillions of dollars are coming into the crypto in the last 24 hours. $2.2 billion was flashed out of the crypto, but never mind, crypto is evolving. Tens of thousands of projects are coming into the blockchain, into the crypto space. That's why Ultron Foundation is a few days from now, let's say 3-4 weeks from now, is launching its own launchpad, and this is gonna be by far the easiest access how to come into the blockchain and how to come into the crypto space. Mr. Shukra Chadibekov said, if you miss 90s and 2000 with the technology giants, now don't miss the biggest companies of the future. That's why the product name, the Big Whale package, is something that gives you co-ownership of the IP rights of all the projects that they are coming on top of the Big Whale Launchpad. There are different kind of sizes of the Big Whale packages. 100, 300, 500, up to 25,000 founder Big Whale package that can literally give you passive income on a monthly basis. What do I mean? Yes, in a matter of weeks, the first big whale payout will come from the FinUp. Then the big whale will also include all the payouts from FlipMe. And in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, we will announce the partnership of the Lotto Day with a huge Web2 platform. And this is the third stream of income for the Big Whale package holders. That means that multiple companies will fill the bag, and this bag is gonna be distributed among everyone who are having the packages. Yes, you hear it right. The first one is, of course, the FinUp with the trading fees. Then we are having the Flip Me. Everyone who converted into the Big Well package, they're gonna be a part of it. And of course, no one is expecting this, but Lotto Day platform behind the scenes, they are working 24/7. And in a matter of, I believe, a week or two, we will announce the partnership with one of the biggest platforms on the planet. So where does the money come from? 10% of all the profits that it is generated with all these companies is shared with everyone who are having the Big Whale packages. So once you buy the package, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting FinUp lifetime access. You can make a deposit and you can start to enjoy the trading profits. Now, let's be honest to each other. In the past 12 months, from the last March until today, the crypto world was not the most or the best environment, how I can say, because from the March on, after the first pump, crypto markets start to tank down, and literally what in October, in November, Bitcoin start to pick it up, and then the rest it follows. But even in such a circumstances, we are having we are having thousands of people, almost 20,000 people is already enjoying the FinUp platform. So far, some of them they gain more than 75% of the trading profits. Once you buy the package, you're getting FinUp lifetime license, and you can start to enjoy also the trading profits. The beauty of the FinUp, 10% of all the profits is gonna be soon shared with everyone who are having the Big Well packages. Beside the FinUp, Lotto Day is coming with the partnership, and the Flip Me will participate to fill the bag for everyone who are having the Big Well packages. With buying the package, you can also start to collect the wheelies. On 9th of February, the collection of the wheelies will literally stop. Then it's gonna be, how I can say, the rebalancing everyone who is missing the part of the wheelies. So it's gonna be literally 2 to 3 weeks off, so everyone get the right number of the wheelies. And from March on, we are predicting that the wheelie is gonna be launched on different kind of decentralized exchanges. Having the Big Well package, you are also part of the airdrops. The first airdrop happened with Kimba. The second airdrop is just around the corner, and we literally start already with the preparations for the third airdrop and the fourth airdrop. So literally February, March, and April, the airdrops will come for all the Big Whale package holders. Where is the power of all these meme coins? Of course, the community, bigger community gathers around the meme coin, more valuable it becomes. If we would be on this call 12 months ago, and if you would put $1 into the Pepe when it launches, today you would see it more than on 30,000 USDT. Yes, if you are at the beginning of the global meme coin, you are having huge upside potential. Once again, I know we are recording this, not a financial advice. Do your own due diligence, but meme coins and the meme coin space today, it's very, very powerful. So how you can get the wheelies for the last days? Buy the package, put a deposit inside of the FinUp, and on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen, you will start to collect wheelie the meme coins. If you are missing some of the wheelies, you don't need to worry. After 9th of February, there is gonna be a forum when you will be able to apply for the correction of the right number of the wheelies inside of your Mavi Global back office. So in 2-3 weeks, the team will do all the settlements, and from that moment on, wheelies is gonna be traded on different kind of decentralized exchanges. Now, when we are speaking about having the Big Well package, of course, with the recommendation, with selling the packages, you are earning commission with amazing Mavi compensation plan. Buying the package will give you passive income. We all know Big Whale will have multiple streams of income. Buying the package will give you also an option to enjoy the trading profits inside of the FinUp. The fourth way of income is to collect the wheelies, and the fifth one is, of course, you can be part of the airdrops. Kimba already happened. Vodka is just around the corner. If you are buying the Big Well package, if you bought it just a few hours ago, you are gonna be part of Vodka, the experts behind the scenes. I believe it's gonna be big. Once again, not a financial advice, but there are the rumors that 10 exchanges from day one is gonna be part of the vodka. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are already in the preparation for the third and of course for the fourth airdrop that is called Willy the meme coins. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to become the big whale? Are you ready for the launch of the big whale? Are you ready for the second airdrop? And are you ready to enjoy all the benefits from all the upcoming companies that they are coming on top of the big whale launchpad? Ladies and gentlemen, this was quick overview of the big whale. I believe in the next 7 days, the huge upgrade is coming when I'm speaking about the big whale. This you will more find out on the next Monday. But of course, at the beginning of this call, I mentioned very young gentleman. He's from Europe. His name is Mr. Dio Castellin. Mr. Dio, did I pronounce it the right one, or I need to practice a little bit?
Small practice is okay, Domen, but it's obviously very Dutch, so it's Kastelein.
Kastelein. It's
Perfect.
more German. Kastelein. It's German. Yeah,
it could be German.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you the new global manager for Southeast Asia, Mr. Dio Castelline. Dio, welcome to the team. Can you please share with us who is Mr. Dio?
Yeah, wonderful, Domen. First of all, Domen, thank you very much for this introduction and for your big will call. It always amazes me how much enthusiasm you have. Obviously, you, Mr. Benjamin, I met you the first time in Dubai. You have an extreme knowledge about meme coins and everything that we need to know about this amazing industry of the future. So my name is Dio. Some of you might know me. And I was a Mavi member before, an IBO. So actually I joined Mavi Global. And together with my business partner, I achieved a very nice position in the compensation plan. I really like Mavi because it's open, it's transparent, and you have real products, right? I mean, real products in this industry right now is something that you need to have. My background is in the industry. I basically, when I was 22 and I was going to school, to university, I was not looking for a job. Because a job stands for me for just over broke. Somebody told me just over broke. And I was like, yeah, I saw my dad struggling. I saw my mom and they were doing good. But, it was like my dad has to go from job to job. And I was feeling like, am I going to walk the same path? But I had no idea what I was going to do. And maybe just like you, I got invited to a presentation of an amazing company and it changed my life. Obviously, it was not Mavi Global because it was in 2004. Mavi was not there. It was another company and it changed my life completely because I love the industry of network marketing. Basically, for a very long time in my life, I did nothing else except network marketing. I built up a residual income. I met my wife in the industry. I'm still with her. I have an amazing son of 7. My wife is pregnant. We're expecting our second child. And it's a network marketing baby because we met at an event in the industry. So next time, guys, when I see you at an event, look left, look right. If you don't wear a wedding ring, maybe you go home as partners. You never know, right? Let me put up a good light for you guys. So my light for some reason turned off. So yeah, obviously this is not a financial advice. It's also not a dating advice, but the industry brought me a lot more than only very good finances. I am financially free, meaning that I can literally every day I wake up and I choose what I'm going to do. And it's not to brag about myself, but this is only because of the industry, guys. So when Mavi Global asked me, Dio, there is a position for Asia, Southeast Asia, and we know you have connections over there, and that's actually true. I have corporate experience as well. I have 22 years experience in the field. So that combination, I think, makes me someone who is able to do what's needed in especially the markets of India, Bangladesh right now, because we're currently very active there. We have amazing leadership, but we're going to Thailand again very soon, Philippines, Indonesia, and many great countries in the Southeast Asian area. So yeah, that's basically me, guys. I'm very humbled to have this position. I'm honored to serve you guys. I'm always open. If you have my number, you can text me, you can call me. I try to be a servant. I try to be very humble. That's always what I've learned from my mentors. My people always told me, Dio, it doesn't matter how much money you make. Try to be humble and know where you come from. And that's exactly what I need to do. So I will travel to Asia many times. I'm going to India and Bangladesh next month for sure, maybe already this month. I'm going to do amazing events with you guys. So I'm definitely looking forward to bring back the amazing production that Mavi has. And trust me, and then maybe you can ask me some questions, though. But maybe the group has some questions for me. I love to answer. But the reason I'm here is because we all have life never goes like this, right? In the hospital, when you see this on a monitor, it's not good. It means you're dead. You need a heartbeat. You need something like this. So for Mavi Global, every company, this is absolutely normal. And the reason why I'm here, and I believe we're going to do this, is because of the integrity of the leaders, Mavi, people like Domen, people like Benjamin, people like the CEO. They have such an integral type of leadership. For me, that was the reason to say, yes, I want to put my name and put my credibility next to the company and be a corporate member, because I believe we're going to do crazy things with Mavi Global positively, especially in the markets where I'm going to be responsible for, because, hey, I can look myself in the mirror. You can hold me responsible partly for what's going to happen. So I believe we barely touched the surface, and we're going to do millions and millions and millions in volume. So it's an honor, guys, to be here with you.
Dio, now on this call, we are having a lot of leaders, for example, from Europe. I need to start with our Hungarian team, with Gabriela right now. She's translating. In Hungary, we are having, for example, Mr. Roland Kege, Ferenc Santo. Then we are having Mr. Istvan Kadas. Then on this call, we are having Spanish speaking. Olivia Sosa, she's the boss of Latin America, Chile, Mexico. Muchas gracias por todo. Köszönöm szépen to Hungarian team. Then we are having Mr. Standa, Czech, Slovak. Then we are having also the rest of our translators and our Greek team and so on. So which countries you are planning beside our leadership in Europe? Which countries you want to dive deep in? You already mentioned Bangladesh, you already mentioned India. Which markets will follow? What are your plans?
Wonderful. Very good question. Obviously, I'm from Europe. I'm as Dutch as can be. I'm Amsterdam. Yoo-hoo, party all day. No. I'm serious. I'm a father now. I don't party anymore. So, but obviously, I want to help the Dutch market as well, because I am Dutch. So if you're from Holland on this call, of course you can call me. Guys, everybody can call me. I love Hungary. I love Budapest. I've been traveled to every country in Europe. So, guys, I'm always there for you. But my job, if I can call it like that, my function with Mavi Global is obviously to focus on the South Asian markets, excluding Japan, excluding South Korea. All the other countries in the South Asian region am I focusing on. And right now, India, Bangladesh are setting the pace for the rest of Asia. They're doing amazing job, great leaders. They fill up a lot of events. 1,500 people I saw last weekend. That's amazing. So from there, I think we're going to jump to Thailand, to Indonesia, to Laos, Cambodia, Philippines. That is absolutely the market that I want to focus on. And those markets are very big and very strong. And from there on, Domen, of course, with the global team, we can go anywhere, right? We can conquer the whole world. We go back to, this is Bangladesh, right? Or India last time?
This is just Bangladesh that just happened recently. So you will literally just push the Southeast Asia. When we are speaking about the numbers-wise, what's the plan for the next 12 months?
Yeah, I think for Southeast Asia, right, we can, and don't be afraid, guys, when I give you these numbers, because these numbers are crazy. It's going to be about 500,000 leaders this year. I think we're going to introduce 500,000 leaders in this region. And then we're talking about tens of millions of turnover, maybe every month. Those numbers are doable. I've worked with companies in Southeast Asia, and those companies, they, on a regular base for years and years, they did 5 to 10 million every month, like say in 2 countries. Guys, these numbers are insane. So Asia is together with the States, with America, is the number 1 region in the world. in numbers. Sorry, Europe. I'm from Europe, but it's in the culture there. You buy your Daihatsu car from your neighbor because you know it's being sold through network marketing and he makes a commission. That's culture. I've been there. In Thailand, people do 4 or 5 companies at the same time. In Europe, when you do it, they say, "Hey, you're crazy. How can you do it? You can't mix it." And but it's okay, It is what it is. So culture is culture, and you should respect it. But for Europe, don't worry, guys. We have plans like. I've seen results in Europe as well, especially in Hungary now. Mr. Rolot, I know him from former companies, so we have a connection. So, guys, you're doing amazing. But for Asia, my focus, I like some competition, guys. So I want to outproduce you. Is that okay?
Let's go like this. Europe is our home. Latin America is beautiful. We love Africa, but Asia is big and there is a huge potential. And I believe in the next months, we can easily join hundreds of thousands of new participants and to give our European team a healthy competition. Dio, thank you very much for joining this call. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see Mr. Dio Castelline more often. If I'm not available, if Mr. Michael is not available, Mr. Dio will come. And of course, it will cover the entire Big Whale call. Dio, thank you very much for joining this call. And what I can say, we cover the Big Whale, the big things are coming. Second airdrop is just around the way. The preparations for the third one are just around the corner. And even more important is that after the shakedown that happened on the crypto market, it's nothing that we didn't expect, but we need to get used to it. And from that moment on, we became stronger, smarter, and more wiser. Ladies and gentlemen, this was everything from my side. See you next week. Of course, I think that the vodka is going to be already out with all the latest news and updates, and even more important, with the new promotion. This was everything from my side, and good night from Europe.